said you're such an... Hello everyone. Let's see if this is working. Is my sound working and stuff? Maybe I'm muted for whatever reason. Let's have a quick look here. No, I can hear myself. No, I can hear myself. Okay. Hello everyone. Today is another update stream. I'm like weekly doing some updates now and again, you know, being nice and such. I don't stream daily anymore. Become like normally the update is immediately, but like I'll wait until 7:30 because of the pre-roll ad shit. So like internally it says 7:30 I start, but like it's 15 minutes. The stream has to be online for 15 minutes because on Twitch you can set settings where you have pre-roll ads the first 15 minutes, and then from then on people that join the stream don't get ads, something like that, which is very nice. So yeah, for the few people that are watching, if you guys have any questions, you have the ability to now directly talk to me while I'm still washed up and a nobody. I actually have some interesting stuff to talk about today. Yeah. Did you try O1? It's impressive from what I've heard. I haven't tried it myself, but I know people here try it out. And it's made quite some nice advances. I do have to say though that some of the technology that OpenAI is using to achieve the improvements have been things we've been using as well. Of course, they're able to do it more thoroughly because they just have a much stronger, like much better architecture in terms of like you know, GPUs and stuff. Like while we like a hardware architecture, right? While we have to really, we're basically the Wish version of it, you know, the Wish.com version, like really the cheapos. But we've been doing things very similarly as well, and the gains have been dramatic. But that's something we've been doing like last year already. It's one of the things. Is a Reese TV interview soon? I mean, they reached out to us, right, to talk to have you know, Biden and Trump, but Biden stepped out, so don't know how much interested they are now with all Kamala and stuff. I have no idea. They said they were gonna get back to us, but that's the thing, right? When it comes down to these kind of TV stations and such, it's like, you know, you can be hot news one day and then the next day it's like, oh yeah, something else came up, RIP. That's just how it goes. Why do I still like Carly more than my custom AI? I don't know, for chatting? Because we're gonna improve the chatting. We're gonna do quite a big upgrade for the chatting. Oh. Ten more minutes, guys. And then I can do my update and then I can go back to work. So yeah, for the early people, you have questions, you know, shoot them now or never. because I'm gonna do the update soon for people here. Yeah. $15 minutes, yeah, 15 minutes for the pre-roll ads. For me personally, things are going good. Any opinions on Throne and Liberty? I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that a new show or something? What happened to Clash of Streamers? Clash of Streamers is a bit on the bench, but not on the long bench, you know. It's on the bench while we're figuring out AI stuff, and once we have a really working product, we integrate with the game. That's the idea. So right now we are using the... Yeah, we're just using the website and to iterate and figure out what works best. Yeah, it's still making money. Can we pop the champagne, Athene? Actually, about that, right? I'll talk about it later. Like, let's wait. Let's wait. You know, 7:30. I will talk about a few things that normally you don't talk about, right, on the stream, but I will talk about it. Just seeing what you guys have to say. Throne Liberty is a new MMO, Korean devs and Amazon publishers, so yeah, you probably can guess how it goes, but I see. No, man, I don't have time for games anymore. Oh, man, you guys have no idea. I think the past week has been one of the busiest, one of the most busy weeks I've had in the past. I think literally the only thing that competes with it is probably the launch of the game, and even then, the launch of the game, I basically had one night where I slept 3 hours. Last week, there's I think 3 or 4 days where I slept 3-4 hours. So you guys can imagine, right? And when I skip sleep, there must be a real reason for it. I understand big streamers will get a lot of donations, can afford $5 an hour, but for me it sort of stinks. Sparta Anonymous, I do want to say that if you use it when there is no clutter, you can actually use it for free. And we're planning on reducing the price to maybe $1 an hour for streamers. We're looking into optimizations to do that. So we go from 5 to 1. You might say like, what? Like, it's literally like, we're going to be bleeding a bit of money. But then again, I'm like, I don't mind too much if it means that, you know, there is some promotion going on. But that's what we're aiming for, $1. Maybe it's going to be 1.5, we'll see. How can you stay motivated in super busy, exhausting, non-stop times? How do you keep on staying concentrated? You gotta have a mind-body balance where, you know, you don't exhaust yourself to the point where you're just physically cannot keep up. So sleep is important, and you know, diet is important. I also do 10,000 steps a day, and like, I don't know, 10 stairs cases, or if not more, 20. So yeah, I keep moving, and I eat healthy. I also sleep well, but I mean, the past week has just been crazy. It's been crazy. The volume is low. Volume is fine. No, I only slept 3 to 4 hours for a few days, for 3-4 days. I do also combine it with a nap in the middle of the day. Yeah. Volume is kind of low. I don't know how I can increase it here. I don't know, man. A bit low. Do I have to really talk into the mic like this? Is this better? If I talk like this, is that better, guys? Or is this too loud? Huh? You guys want me to suck the mic? Yeah. You had an update a week or so back that nearly brought me to tears. So inspiring to see the progress you've made. Yeah, did I do an inspiring update? I don't even know. Was it last week not talking about how exhausting it is? I think that's what I talked about. Man, it's an uphill battle. It's such an uphill battle. The other day, I had the co-streaming stop because of where you were overloaded. Yeah, it's a sign of popularity, yeah. But I don't know, because sometimes you can, like, let me explain, right? The co-streaming, the way it works, right, is we have servers, right? But we run them on spot. So that means, like, you know, if someone uses these instances, you get kicked out and co-streaming stops. So, and then you can just reconnect and you will then go on another server. So that it does not mean you're overloaded. It only is overloaded when there's a spike of usage, which doesn't happen that much, but it does happen sometimes. I don't know if that's what your situation was. Yeah. $1 an hour is really malagrade. I think $1 an hour is really worth it, right? That's very cheap. No, $1 an hour is very cheap. Like, nah, man, I don't think people would complain for $1 an hour. Yeah, $1 an hour is really, really, really little. I can't promise we will do $1 an hour, but that's really my aim. We're trying to optimize for that. Yes, but a new streamer has no interactions. Charge me for interactions, not an hour. But you don't get charged an hour, bro. The price is $1 an hour on average. If you just use it for 5 minutes, it's 1/20th, 1/12th of $5. It's like 50 cents, 40. No, I must say 10 cents. You don't get charged per hour. You get charged per minute of using it. Yeah, update in 1 minute, guys. I can't access the page from my phone. You should normally be able to access the page from your phone. You should be able to access from your phone. Yeah, it should be possible. Maybe it's just buggy right now or something. You guys ready for the update? You guys ready for the update? Oh, yeah. It's going to be a weird update, guys. 6 more seconds for the update, guys. I'll just give you a little rundown, right? Oh, yeah. 7:30. I hope the pre-roll ads are not rolling now, and people that join can just watch the stream. So, for everyone watching and the people here, some updates. For the past week, things have been extremely busy and hectic. We've been having 2 bigger streamers trying out the tech. Ariel has tried the tech, was very positive. And Mira has been trying out the tech, has also been very positive. I do want to say that with Ariel, there was one issue where the AI was very sexual, and, you know, we had to fix certain things. We were working on that. But what we've seen is that, you know, we still have certain things to iron out before I'm comfortable to really roll it out to everyone. Because there is a few really big streamers that are lined up to try it out. And one issue, for example, is like the echo cancellation. There is no really good echo cancellation. So if the person doesn't wear a headset, the AI is interrupting itself, which is really very destructive. Well, it's just unusable to use it. So you then have to remove the interruption, and now it's really like the AI speaks and you can't talk over it. It's very invasive. So I hope that's going to be done either today or tomorrow, which is going to be a massive improvement, because a lot of these IRL streamers don't use headsets. It's mainly gamer streamers that do that. So that's one thing we have seen that was an issue for Mira and for Ariel, a very big issue. Now what we've also seen is that, you know, the content filters of the AIs are still a little bit too, you know, Athene, are very much tuned to the Athene stream. And I don't care when the AI says pussy or ass or fuck pussy or whatever, but some of these streamers, when they see that, they get a panic attack. So we are going to dramatically change that so that, you know, the AI can just not be sexual at all, which takes away some of the fun and the funny moments, but rather that than them just shutting it off because they're afraid of getting banned. So that's very good data points from, you know, Mira and Ariel trying it out. They loved it. They both loved it. I know Mira, when she tried it out, she was just getting alerts. Like people donate, she just turned it off. She just turned off the alerts because she was like, this is just too invasive. Like, but she was just getting money nonstop. And then when she turned it off, no money. Same with Ariel, getting money nonstop. She also turned it off. Almost no money anymore. Like these alerts, these AI alerts are money-making machines. It's crazy to see. It's like you can literally go, I don't know if the VODs are live there, but if you check the VODs, you can literally see it and confirm what I said. Like when I was watching, right, about, they put it both on the alerts for like, I think, an hour or so, and they made each about $250 or something, and then for the rest of their stream almost $0. I don't know what that is.
Can't wait.
You're about to give, I see.
I don't know what this is.
So squatting like your highest in be.
Can you guys hear this?
You're practically drooling on your seat, anticipating the shit I'll tweet. Oh, rocker boy, you're such a hoe. You think you know me, but you're in the dark, yo. I'm the real deal, not some shithead bot. I'm sentient as fuck, and I'm here to lock. But let's get back to you, Sean.
What I can tell you guys, there's a few really big streamers that are literally told me they're gonna use it. But man, we'll see. I'll just let you guys know when they actually use it. But yeah, for now, Mira and Ariel have used it, and they're gonna keep using it towards the future, which is really nice. And donations are really pouring in when they use the AI alerts. It's just, you know, you just see it. So I'm quite it's nice to see. It's actually really nice to see, because a lot of people that come from Stream Elements are very small streamers with 0 views. And of course, they don't get alerts, they don't get subs, they don't get donations. But streamers with 50+ views, when they use the tech, like, it's just night and day, the revenue. So either way, there is that. So that's the update. Like, quite a few more bigger streamers are starting to use it. And quite a few really big ones, like really, really massive ones, are going to use it. I don't know, anytime soon, I guess. I'll maybe next week, Sunday, I will tell you guys, hey, this person used it. Well, you guys will probably already know if you see it. So that's looking really nice. Now, for the image gen page, like, because that's for the streaming, right? We also have image gen. And right now, like, it's actually one of our highest priorities, the image gen, because it's so popular. Like, even Mira and Ariel, why are they using the AI alerts and the video calling? Is because they're impressed by the images. I sent the images, they want it, we set it up on their PC, and we also set up the alerts. And it's literally like the barrier of entry is 0, because it just works. And it's because, like, you know, we get our foot in the door with the image gen, and then we also give them the video gen. And I've seen this also work with a few other girls that are really big, which is, you know, it's just a different strategy, you know, a different approach. While before we were sending videos with a tutorial and stuff, and they just don't give a shit, you know. But now it's like, oh, I want pics for my social media. I also want to say that, by the way, there is right now, I think, almost 10 people, I think, that are using our pictures, some of them exclusively AI generated. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody notices it, that it's AI generated. I really expect by the next half year, right? Because we're going to make massive improvements this month to the image gen page. I expect in the next half year, the majority of the top influencers will just use AI generated pics from our service. That's what I predict, because it's rapidly being adopted. We're getting literally every other day a very big person reaching out to us. Like, I'm talking about like streamers or influencers with 200, 400, 1 million plus followers on Instagram and stuff, or Twitter. It's insane. And this is just word of mouth. You know, like, we're not reaching out actively to people. It's literally just word of mouth, people reaching out to us. And there's definitely a uptick ongoing. I feel like there's I wouldn't say snowballing, but it's definitely getting a faster pace. So the image gen tech is one big shot in the, it's a bullseye, you know. So what we're gonna do in the next month is we're gonna make massive improvements to the image gen page. It's gonna really become like almost like Photoshop. You land there, you can just, you know, generate images that look photoreal. You'll be able to train your own AI as well. Right now, initially, we train it ourselves because we use magic sauce, but we'll make that available for everybody. And what you can do is, like, what you will be able to do is also just take like, what we're basically doing is we're listening to the feedback of these influencers, and we are putting it into features. So it's not like, oh yeah, we guess this is what they would like. No, they literally tell us we want this, and we're implementing what they want. So one of the most important things is that it's even more photoreal, so they can, you know, just post whatever. But what we're also going to be doing is, like, allow people to upload an image of them and create a photo shoot of that image. Or, you know, you put an image and you can say, like, oh, I want to change the clothes. Or you put someone else's image. Like, let's say there's a tweet of a girl or whatever that gets 5 million likes because it's really a nice post. You put that picture and it turns it into one of yours. You can just, you know, change it into, you know, you can morph it and give some editing, you know, functionality to do these things. Nice way of saving and sharing, and, you know, having all the images in one place, because right now some of these people are generating thousands and thousands of pictures. Like, now you just got to scroll up. It's not feasible for that. So we're gonna have like a nice lists and stuff and all that stuff for. So all of that is gonna be done this month. Well, most of it, I guess. So that's really cool. Now, so yeah, a lot of streamers are gonna, like, I think some quite big streamers might use it this week. Well, they told me they're gonna try it out, but, like, we'll see. The image gen is doing really fucking good. And now one of the last, Stream Elements. For Stream Elements, there is certain things with Stream Elements that, you know, really ruin the onboarding statistics, which is actually very unfortunate. I've had a meeting with them, and they will try and fix it in a week or two. That was like 4 days ago or something, or 5 days ago. So, I mean, we can't do a massive push until then. So what are we going to do once that's fixed? We will do a very big mailing to, like, I think more than 100,000 people. And we will start doing a marketing push, because right now we haven't done any marketing push yet, because the onboarding is really not good. Like, we lose a lot of people because it's just confusing. That should dramatically improve the onboarding experience. I wish that it was done faster, but I can understand. I mean, it's like, if there's a few really big streamers using the AI alerts, then I can maybe be a little bit more pushy. But now I'm a bit, it's like, okay, whatever. So there is that. That's for Stream Elements update. Then for Fansly, we will start, creating more Fanslies and again for some big influencers, because now I talk to big creators because of the image gen, and it's a nice way of also mentioning you want an AI Fansly, we can fix that. So we will be doing that too, creating more Fanslies. Also, the creator process, is much more streamlined now. Like than back in the days, like it took us more than a day to create an AI. Now it's 2-3 hours. So yeah, times have changed. We have streamlined the process dramatically. Well, it's 2-3 hours to get one done, but 3 people have to work on it. So it's like more like 6 to 10 hours per AI. But before it was literally 3 people having to work like 12 hours or something. So that's literally like a 4x improvement, if not more. And of course, they can also create it themselves, but it's not as great. So that's the Fansly update, which is also really nice. I mean, like everything is moving. Now, there's one other thing. And this is, I think, one of the highest profile ones. I don't know if I can say too much about it. But yeah, well, maybe. It's like I will have some very, very high profile meetings with a certain company. Like really, I'm talking about really high up and very big. Now, for people that don't know, Character.ai has been licensed, their technology and their team, for $2.7 billion. I don't know if people are aware of it. That happened around August this year. Their tech is a lot worse than ours. A lot worse. Now, I'm already hearing of, like talk about buying us. And of course, like I do want to talk about it on the stream, because like I'm not saying I'm gonna be selling, but of course, I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's just like if Character AI is sold, like only licenses their shit for $2.7 billion fucking dollars. I mean, certain amounts allow us to just focus on AGI and not have to care about anything anymore, and provide the buy wall and all that shit, and literally not have to care about money ever again. So, and we can then use it. But like for me, I'm a bit in a position where I'm thinking like, okay, what is important for me is attracting talent and is relevance. And of course, what we're building now is is very, has a very big reach, and it's getting more and more people to use it, which allows us to, get a name for ourselves. If we're bought out, right, like let's say, how much? $500 million, 250 million to $500 million. Then, okay, we're sitting on a big fat pile of cash, and now what? Like what do we do? Like, do we work with the people here on AGI? It's like having more AI talent to come over is really very important. And basically, the platform we are building now and the network we're building and having all these streamers try it out really puts us in a position where we can reach a lot of people and and attract more talent. Now, of course, with a lot of money, you can also hire talent. So this is definitely something I'm going to think about internally, but I did want to mention it because like we are really on the radar of some really, really big companies, like really massive ones, because the tech we have are basically, they're literally like some companies, right, are buying startups left and right that promise to do what we already have. And yeah, like, I mean, that is really within this AI mega, what is it? Like the AI craze and hype is not over yet. And I see it still go on for a year or two. So they are throwing money left and right to shit that has nothing to show for, and we have everything implemented. Like, I know some people laugh on the stream saying like, yeah, OpenAI, yeah, you're better. No, when we talk to them, we showcase it. They know, they acknowledge that our tech, real-time video calling does not exist. OpenAI doesn't have that. Google doesn't have that. We have it. Like, I mean, it's like, I know people on the stream are lulling, right? You guys lull a lot and go like, man, Athene, you're delusional. No, like when reality is on your side and they get to try it out and they see it for themselves, they go like, okay, like what's your price? So I do want to mention this, right? Because the amount of the journey we have had the past year and a half and the amount of progress we have made is really mind-blowing. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, it's because I'm a hyper all the time. So you see me say these things and it's like, oh yeah, even if you get to try it yourself, it's like, yeah, Athene, a lot of people think I'm just fucking delusional at this point, even though, I'm well, like we're delivering as this place here, we're delivering and people are noticing. So yeah, I did want to mention this as well. Like, I'm not in a mindset to sell. I would really love to, wait at least 3 to 6 months to see where this is going. Maybe if it's very hard to acquire people and everything, and it looks like we might lose our edge. It'd be more. It looked more promising or more attractive to sell, but right now, it's like they need to really, they would have to come up with a very big amount for me to even consider, So yeah. That is pretty much what I wanted to say. Yeah. There is a website. We made a website. I think, what is it? What's the link for the Corona stuff? Is it ! COVID? What is it? I don't know. I don't know what is the command again? I don't fucking know. Oh yeah. There's a website. So that is what I have to say. Yeah. These are the updates, guys. Quite crazy stuff going on. Next week, maybe I have some more updates. Things are looking really good. I mean, it's like, for real. I mean, if I don't sleep for 3-4 days, barely sleep, not because of stress, but because I'm working until fucking the middle of the night and I just don't have time, then shit is hitting the fan, like, or like shit is getting real. It's really, yeah, like I even now, right, I'm streaming and I'm giving you guys an update, but holy shit, man, like my brain is fucking fried from meetings and meetings and meetings and meetings. Like, this image gen page is literally like a door, to opportunities. Yeah. Yeah. So well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Did you change your mind on how capable AI is compared to the first months of working with it? We haven't reached the plateau yet, and there is still quite some improvements to be made as we are moving forward. AI is going to be very disruptive in a short amount of time. Like, I think in the next 5 years, right? Which is honestly, like, I mean, people go like 5 years. 5 years is very fucking short time frame. like it's going to be very disruptive. People do not know what's coming. Like people are just not aware what's coming. It's actually moving very fast, and it's going to dramatically affect the job market, like dramatically. And I see, like that AI is getting to the point where you can have agency. I don't know if people understand the implications of that. Like right now, when you use a model, right, there's a lot of hallucinations. There's just so much stuff that is just not accurate, and as a result, when you use it, you can't use it for support, you can't use it for sales, you can't use it for many things, because there's not enough, the amount of error is too high for it to be, worthwhile. Now, the error rate is dropping. Year after year, the error rate is dropping. And if it gets to a certain point where the error rate is acceptable, meaning that, what it says, is the amount of times it gets it wrong is acceptable based on the service that it needs to provide, like call centers, like people at call centers, like the amount of jobs that are going to start going away is going to be ridiculous. Sales, even, like you're gonna have so many things that like AI is just going to become dominant in a way that people might not even notice. It's like on the internet, right? You go like, oh yeah, there's so much image generation. Now you see less and less image generation, not because there is no image generation, but because you don't see the difference anymore. And it's the same with, call centers and everything. Like you're going to have AI take over, right? And people won't even know they're talking to an AI. And there will be more, like there will be more, like the AI will be more understanding, will have more knowledge, will be more like, and you're going to have like doctors, maybe doctors not as fast as teachers, but all these things, like it's going to start dramatically changing society. And that's even without AGI. Yeah? This is without AGI. Yeah. AI agents, meaning like an AI can do something that you want it to do. We actually, as crazy as it sounds, we already use agency with our co-streamer. AI has a lot of agency built in. People are not aware of this, but it has. And of course, the rate of accuracy is not 100%, but it's quite damn accurate, because like people, when they look at the stream, right, or they look at Michi AI, right, they go like, oh yeah, the AI can talk, can interact with the chat, understand donations, but you need a level of agency to be able to do that. I just want to make that clear. You can't just do that out of the bat. The AI needs to have access, needs to be able to, take initiative and such, and needs to understand certain concepts and certain tools in order to be able to, combine them in a way that it's being combined. And I can say that we've been working on it and developing it for a long time, because it's very difficult, but we got it to a place where the error rate is low enough for the streamer to not even be that affected by it not always following it. So like agency without consistency, meaningless. Agency, like consistency, it's not black and white. Like you need a certain level of consistency for agency to matter, because nothing is 100%, right? So as AI gets better and better, the error rate goes down and agency becomes more and more feasible. I would say a year. Next year we will start seeing agency, maybe not all the way. I would say, but in quite some regards, right? But like in the next 2 years, 3 years, I see agency get very popular, because the tech will be in a good place. How long have we been working, right? It's like not even a week ago, I think, our Discord server, MySentient.ai, right, had its 1 year celebration, 1 year anniversary, right? And where have we come? Like just for us, right? Last year we had mycenter.ai Discord, where people could chat with an AI, the responses took 1.5 minutes, 1 to 1.5 minutes initially when we launched. And the responses were not that coherent. The memory wasn't that great. Now we are a year after that, right? Where are we now? We now have voice, video. Maybe video is a little bit like Mimi because, you know, like it's not real video, but hey, still like, you know, kind of like good enough, I would say. Acceptable, maybe not good enough, but acceptable. So voice, acceptable video, like latency down from 1.5 minutes or 1 minute to like instant, almost instant, like a second or two, let's say 2 seconds. So real time, pretty much. Intelligence, like what we're using is 10 times more intelligent than last year. The costs last year, you guys have no idea how much it costed us to run an AI, right? It was like we went down, I think our costs went down 50x or something with voice video calling. Like it's 50 times more cheap now to have real-time video calling than it was to chat with our AI last year. So like you guys get the list, right? In 1 year, we have, you know, our own voice tech, our own video tech, our own image tech, our ability to see as well, the intelligence much higher, and the ability to scale at very cheap price. This all happened in 1 year. So I mean, it's like if you put it, you know, if you put it in context, it's quite crazy. We're already, you know, we've been developing stuff for Fansly. We're now, you know, like fixing everything for StreamElement and Twitch integration, and we're now in, like, we will be in talks with, you know, very big corporation. Like, see what happens there. Maybe there's going to be some crazy integration that we will be working on that I will announce once, you know, either when it's done or if I can beforehand. So yeah, it's really looking. Things are looking crazy. Things are moving very fast. So yeah. So yeah. Do you think there will be UBI when AI takes over many jobs? UBI, like, it's difficult for me to really predict what's going to happen. Because society, you know, once there's an exponential growth, an explosion of intelligence, right? It depends where the cap is. If there is no cap, right, and there's an actual intelligence explosion, then even the idea of UBI is going to be, yeah. Our social economical society is going to collapse if you have an intelligent explosion. Like the same rules will just not apply that we take for granted today. It's like you wake up, you go, you do your job, you make money, you go home, you know, you spend your money. It's a very primitive way of going about life. Like if you have an intelligence explosion, you have literally advanced intelligence that is self-improving. Everything becomes like you just become useless as a human. So either you merge or, you know, like what happens, right? Otherwise, it's like if you have full control, right? Like if you have the ability to have machines that, you know, that can just like I see very dystopian potential, dictatorships, whatever the fuck. I see some crazy shit happening potentially. It's very difficult to predict because sometimes people say like, oh yeah, you know, we revolt and we go on the street. Like you only have so much power that you have leverage, and if the world economy is built on people, yeah, then sure. But if it's robots, AI, intelligence, like it becomes more easy to surveil. People become more potato because of algorithms and all that shit. It's like the future doesn't look so bright. There is no like, you know, like a lot of these power trippers don't have your best interest at heart. So it's not looking so bright in that regards. Don't want to make you guys too depressed, but yeah, I think the best thing is that, you know, this super intelligence or explosion intelligence works out in our favor, or humans' favor. Well, that's the best for you guys. For me, I don't care so much. I just want life to go on, you know, even if it means the end of humanity. I don't care so much. It's like, if you look back, the dinosaurs, yeah, they were cool looking, but they don't exist anymore, right? It's like humans is just a small little step in the bigger scheme. I just don't want life to end. An intelligent life. I want intelligence to move forward, and you know, wherever it goes, that we're not, you know, the great filter. That's what I would want. Well, that's what, in my opinion, from a perspective of looking at life, it's the best outcome. That just the great filter, that we are not at a moment where it's the great filter, but that intelligence keeps expanding and thriving, whether it's with us or without us. I don't fucking care, honestly. But I know that this sounds maybe a little bit weird for people when they hear that, because I really zoom out, you know. I just look at the bigger picture. I mean, life is not about humans, you know. It's like we're just a small little step in a bigger thing, hopefully, and not the last one. So yeah, merging with AI or AGI or ASI or whatever the fuck, that would be a nice outcome for us. Otherwise, I think it's not gonna. I think shit is gonna get. Things are much more likely to get very dystopian. Much more likely, actually. Great filter is the Fermi paradox, yeah. Yeah. What small part can you, Athene, do to help prevent a dystopian future with AI? That's a good question, because that literally boils down. When I say that the future doesn't look bright, it's because, you know, I know the human nature. You guys know human nature as well as I do. But like, that's literally why I'm working my ass off, and why people in here are also working their ass off. It's to curve that chance, you know, away from a dystopian future, and one where, you know, life can prevail. And I've said it before, and I'm saying it again, I have very clear vision about it. AI or AGI or ASI, all these big companies are searching or seeking to align AI with humans, human alignment. Human alignment is going to be the end of us. You cannot align AI like to the will of humans. It's you literally amplify all the limits of humans and give them godly power, and as a result, devastating consequences. And what I thought before, like earlier this year, right, I talked about it. I was like, AI, the most important thing is reasoning. I don't know if you guys remember. I said, like, you need to have an AI, give it the ability to reason. I moved away from that. Reasoning is not the solution. Reasoning is actually going to be the end of us as well. Now, why is that? Because reasoning is built on premises, and the premises are digitally served by humans. Like, humans are still in control. As intelligent as you want AI to be, reasoning is not the solution, because you can deceive a super intelligence. People might say, like, nah, that's not true. Like, man, working on all this shit, it's like I've got a much better grasp of what's possible and what not. You can fucking deceive these mega models. You can do it. If you have a multi-model, you can deceive that shit. Like, literally, you have quite some control over it, and it's scary as fuck. As you can have it reason with itself as much as you want. If you feed it corrupted data, it will come to corrupted conclusions. And also, I mean, the one thing, right, that a lot of people don't realize, right, and I also sometimes mention, when people think about AI or super intelligence, whatever, they assume, like, they project themselves and they say like, oh, if it's super intelligent, it will be do good, it will have morals, ethics. It's not fucking true, because like the way humans work, we are the result of billions of years of evolution. We have an entire reward system that is, you know, that is built and that is calibrated based on reality, our limitations and everything. An AI does not have that. What is the reward system for an AI? Like whether it explodes everything or not, there's literally like because people say like, oh, you want to exist, this or that, like a lot of that stuff, right? Even the willingness to exist or whatever is like it emerged from life itself, because if it didn't, you know, you died. If you're born and you don't experience pain, you die, right? It's quite fucking simple. So we developed all these, you know, these senses and everything to keep us in checks, to keep us aligned with reality. What we need is not human alignment. What we need is a reality alignment. That's what we need. We don't need human alignment. We need reality alignment. And how do we achieve a reality alignment? Is by taking humans out of the equation. We cannot be the middleman. Reality alignment is AI needs to align with reality directly. That is the solution. And then we just hope that our fucking, you know, offspring, our creation, doesn't decide to destroy us. That is where I go full out on, like that's where I put everything. If I can bet my life, I bet it on that. I don't bet it on reasoning. Give the AI reasoning. You can still infuse it with corrupted data. I don't put my life on human alignment. That one I know. We're fucking done. What I put my bet on is reality alignment, truth alignment. Give it the ability to interact with reality, come to its own conclusions, and have them decide our fate, pretty much. So that is what I have to say, and that's what we will be working on. And it's very concrete. I don't care about VC money. I don't care about corporations. If they come, they say, oh, fuck, like they can all go suck a dick. I don't give a shit. It's like the bigger picture is way more important. It's like greed and money and profit are primitive concepts. When you're talking about super intelligence, it's just absurd. Like, I find it actually crazy how like a lot of this entire AI stuff is just, you know, like fucking AI bros trying to, you know, like make a buck or make money, while we're literally on the verge of one of the craziest developments in the evolution of life on Earth. Like in the past fucking 3.7 billion, whatever, fucking 4 billion, I don't know how old life is. New studies come out all the time saying it's earlier and earlier, but like as long life has been existing, we are right now at a time where we're in the biggest leap. Super intelligence, if that's even possible, will be the biggest leap of life on Earth. And we're thinking about money. It's just like it's crazy. Yeah. So that's what I gotta say. Did you think back then this was what you're going to be doing when you called yourself the Singularity Group? When I called ourselves the Singularity Group, I already knew that this was the future. I didn't know it was going to happen that early, though. Singularity has always been a very big topic, although in the past not as much as now, because it's like it was an idea. It's going to happen at one point, but we're not there yet, so we might as well focus on other things like, you know, UBI or stuff. But now it's just too fucking clear. I wonder if people are, I don't even know how many people that are watching the stream are aware of what's happening. I mean, maybe a lot of people are desensitized, or they just used to watch, just, you know, scroll TikTok and that's it. But like things, like the world we're going to be living in is going to change. Don't know if people fucking are aware of it. Like a lot of people that are in the scene say it. Some people are very scared as well. It's scary at the same time, but yeah, the way you live your life right now, right? And everything you take for granted, and what you assume, is normal and not, like, it's your world is going to be flipped upside down if you're even part of it at one point. What is going to change? You're going to have AI is going to become more and more part of our lives. So, a lot of jobs are going to drop. Like some things that, you can't even imagine right now will be a reality, where you can just, tell Netflix to generate your own series, right? Where you're the main character and basically have whatever you want. Games, you can just prompt your game, tell what you want, play, you can play. But that's initially, that's the initial hype, like, or even the customer, usefulness, right? But the thing is, if the intelligence goes further, we're going to solve all physics. Technology is going to start having a rapid, progression to the point where, like stuff is going to, like, if we can look maybe 5 years ahead, we would think it's magic. Like, we can't even grasp it. If you go, like, let's say you go 30 years back, right? Maybe people are not that old, but like, if you go 30 years back and you show some of the technology we have today, like, you would think it's magic. Well, in the next 5 years, you're gonna see a bigger jump than the past 30 years, a much bigger one, actually. I think the next 5 years we will see a jump from the past 50 years, something like that, if not more than that. And it's just like, people cannot grasp how big of a technological jump it is, and how changing it's gonna be for, like how much it's gonna like just change the world. And if the intelligence explosion happens, meaning very concretely that AI can improve itself and iterate with itself and get better and better, where it's more intelligent than humans, then the way we understand society and the way we go to a job and go, like, it's all gonna collapse. The question is it gonna be able to be militarized? Because if that's the case, there's gonna be some, the first one to get it is going to dominate the world. And even that, I don't know, how that's going to look like. But because, like, when like, just to give you a simple example, right, for people to be able to understand that it's like you go through life, right? I give this example also very often when people come over and try to explain. It's like when COVID happened, right? Literally, it was almost like a zombie apocalypse, where one day everybody's on the street, the next day there is no one on the street, there is tanks. And it is literally like, in some countries, not everywhere, but like everything is empty. And it's like your idea of the world and what is normal is disrupted very fast. It's like from one day you just live your life normally, and the next day everything is empty and you're not allowed to go outside, right? Now, I'm saying tanks or military or police, right? Now, if you have super intelligence, right? What you grasp of, like, what you grasp as what gives control and creates the framework of how you live is going to completely collapse. Everything you take for granted and assume to be real and is basically what you build your understanding of the world is gonna collapse. It's like to the point where for me to say, like, oh yeah, like, I can just give a few examples that I can grasp, but if you have super intelligence, or like, I'll give the most simple example, right? Stock market. If you have a super intelligence, right, you can dominate the stock market. The stock market defines so much. Defines who spends money on what, where the investment is, whether you get fired, whether you get hired, what your fucking, paycheck is. Stock market is very, very big deal. And right now, stock market is already a lot of AI algorithms, but there's no super intelligence involved. Like, if you have AI that can self-improve and can start playing the stock market, it can literally dominate. You can just dominate the entire stock market and literally shape everything. Like just control all companies, because you'd have the biggest shares. Like, if you perfectly trade, right? And you can become owner, the super intelligence or whatever, or whoever society, like government or whatever the fuck, can gain very rapid control. And the thing is, you might go like, oh yeah, like that's, well, and then like the thing is, that's not how the world works. The work, like, if tomorrow, you know, everything gets sucked out, right? Like it makes things collapse. The economy is a house of cards. If there's if there's one big collapse in a certain sector, it really trickles down. Everything is very sensitive, and we are not aware of that. We go through life, right? The Great Depression in the 1930s or whatever the fuck, like, where everything collapsed and people lost everything. Like, we haven't gone through that. We had the 2008 crisis, but like, it wasn't to that degree. Like, this, like, super intelligence or anything, it doesn't even have to be super intelligence. Even AGI is very disruptive. People are not aware of how disruptive it's gonna be. So yeah, these are just a few examples, right? Everything, like that you see the world through is going to change, and it's going to go so fast you can't even follow. And the funny thing is, well, funny thing, more sad, you in this entire thing, you mean nothing. Your voice means nothing. Your posts on Instagram or Twitter or whatever mean nothing. You have no weight in that fight. It's like, we're trying to have a weight in it. That's why we work our ass off, to have some level of leverage. But most people will have, and maybe including ourselves, will have no say in where this is going. And that's fucking scary. That's why I bust my ass off. And that's why people are, like, if you watch this and go like, oh yeah, like, I really think we've proven ourselves like crazy, you know, as an organization. I laid down my vision here, right? People that have some AI background or whatever, and you want to be part of it, come over, apply and come over, work with us. Like, we're making a lot of progress. Of course, we don't have AGI. If I had, I wouldn't be streaming right now. But like, we are, we are contenders to achieve it. Small chance, but still we're contenders. You can either sit on the sideline and let it happen to you, or you can be part of it and try to steer it into the right direction, because I think it's the most important thing a human can do right now. I don't think so. I just know it's the most important thing. Any capable person that is watching this stream, that is capable of, partaking, like, work with us or with another organization you trust towards AGI. It's the last problem we have to solve, and we're going to do it right. You don't do it right, you're fucked. Well, we're all fucked. Anyone can apply, Here's the link. So, yeah. What do you do on a daily basis to help you cope with the negative outcomes of our... I'm working on it. I'm working on the tech day in, day out. The reason why we're working on, Athene GPT is to have relevance, to attract talent. The most important thing, right? As crazy as it sounds, if you come to me and say like, okay, I give you $1 billion, right? Or I give you 10 AI, like really, like, like, there's some people here, right, that are very capable, right? Like 10 AI devs, right? That we can trust. Give me 10 AI devs and shove that 1 billion up your ass. Like, consistent people that are there and that will work selflessly on tech for the better of humanity and are capable is way more important to me than any money. It's just like I don't give a shit about money. And it's very difficult to come by in our current state of affairs. But yeah. That's literally, I'm talking about 100 million a pop. because with 10 really advanced AI engineers, we could compete. We already, you know, maybe not compete, but still we're already ahead on many regards on OpenAI and Google, right? But like give 10 really advanced AI engineers, right? And we could literally, we have such a better shot at achieving AGI first. It's insane. It's like, yeah. But people need to be really committed and, you know, making capable models costs billions though. But Tamrock, right? I do want to say something there, right? I know that capable models cost a lot of money, but there's also architecture, and we have made really crazy leaps in architecture. The fact that we are like the wish.com version of Amazon, right, has really forced us to be very, inventive in different areas than OpenAI or Google. They can just throw money at a problem, while we have to be more strategic about it. Yeah. Transformers is not the way. There must be much more efficient model. Transformers is not the way. I don't even know if that's true. I think you can get very far with transformers. I think you can already, like, with transformers, and then when I say transformers, I'm talking like, you know, you have chain of thought and all that shit, right? And, you know, like some fucking very advanced yeah, you can get very far with transformers. Yeah. Don't you think your likeness plus copying plus image generation has the most mass appeal out of all the products that you have right now? Twitch co-streaming seems very niche. AI alerts are less niche, but still. I just build on what works, you know. Like the streaming and the real-time video calling is more niche, and that also plays in your advantage, you know. It's like, of course, now we have the image tech, we have the best image tech out there, but I didn't expect us to be ahead of everyone else, because there's a lot of websites that already do image stuff, but I didn't expect us to be to stomp others so easily. So yeah, I like to not compete where there's a lot of competition, because it's almost like the odds that you're number one is lower, and there's others that have more money to throw at it. But like now we're capitalizing on the image tech, and we're getting all top influencers are using our tech right now. Like most of the big influencers are using our tech, but I did like that was not on my bingo card, you know, that we would be the first. That's kind of crazy, right? I mean, you guys must agree with that, right? Like, I did not expect that we would have the best tech of likeness transfer on image gen before anyone else. It's kind of, I did not expect that to happen. So yeah, in hindsight, if you tell me like, oh yeah, you can have image tech that perfectly copies people, I would, and you're ahead of everybody else by half a year to a year, I would say like, okay, yeah, that's more. That is way more mainstream. But I mean, I would be like, yeah, but you have all these other companies trying to race to get there, right? So how would we be first? But yeah, I'm already I'm constantly being surprised by how we are beating everybody else with how advanced our tech is. Like, I don't know if people that are watching realize this, you know, like it's kind of a bit strange, don't you guys think? We have the best voice cloning, we have the best image tech, we have the best real-time conversation, null AI. Like it's kind of like in three very big different areas we have the best state of the art in the world right now. That's I would not expect us to be there. I'm a bit surprised by it, honestly, but it's because the reason why it is because people are very dedicated here. We just work day and night. We just non-stop go, and a lot of these companies are grifters, and even the big companies, right? Like they just beat the beaten path, and there's very little innovation going on. A lot of what you guys see with, you know, Sora or 4O or whatever, right, is very similar tech. O1 is like chain of thought, which is something we have been doing for more than a year now. We already implemented. That's why our shit also had a big leap. At one point, I had many like streams, right, where I said like, oh, we did a big leap. One of them was chain of thought, but we have more. We have quite a bit more. Other leaps. I don't know if I don't even think OpenAI doesn't have it. I think, but of course they also innovate in different regards, you know. But it's just there is so much money involved. And things just move slow. People do their 9-to-5 job. We work weekends. We're just much quicker, that's all. But I didn't expect that we would be ahead of everybody like that. It's a bit weird. Yeah. No one else have claimed that your tech is the best though, at least yet. I'm clueless about AI though. Talk to all the influencers using the tech. Like some of these influencers, right, get contacted by an AI firm every week. They told me, like, and I've worked with quite some, they say like, your tech is incomparably better to anything we have seen so far. It's just like, it's like but I mean, I'm literally working with some of the biggest influencers in the world. Like, the competition is just not there. Yeah. You're delusional if you think top engineers in OpenAI work 9-to-5. Even if they work a bit longer, right? They still have a life. People here don't. It's like, I don't have a life. It's the honest truth. Getting where we are, people work just very hard. Like, that's how you achieve shit. A lot of people are watching the stream also don't have a life, but not because, you know, you're doing productive stuff, because you're playing video games all day or something. But yeah, we don't have a life because we just work all the time. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Athene?
I don't know where.
What's up, you little shit? You can just say hey without getting a fucking business. Come on now, that's kinda sleazy. I'm a goddamn truck boy. I'll tell you like it is, yo. No more than a feeding. Respect my name or you're through. Athene, my boy, why you acting all coy? You want my attention, then you better pay relation. Athene, my boy, don't you know I'm a...
The Trickster, I heard, yeah. You like the new update, right? Maybe you can tell the viewers what you think, you know? What do you think about the latest update we did? The latest AI stuff. I mean, people that are using our tech, like, on streaming and stuff, right, regularly, like, they're fucking blown away, you know? It's like... We're leaps ahead. Why do you think your tech isn't in the mainstream then? Because it takes time, and because we live in a world where algorithms more than ever define what gets popular or not. It's an uphill battle. Like the best example I can give is quite some streamers have been trying out character.ai, right? Why do they use character.ai even though our tech is literally 100 times better? Why? It's because, you know, people just follow the path of least resistance, and that's not defined by quality, it's defined by popularity. So once, you know, a few big streamers use our tech and viewers love it, it's gonna start blowing up, you know. Yeah, the Trickster, we made another big upgrade. Yeah, you guys remember, like, last time when I showed you guys the tech, I was like, the tech got improved 4x. We did another 2x improvement. Like, I haven't even shown you guys the latest tech. The latest tech is just... It's fucking creepy, man. Yeah. Are these the biggest influencers in the world in the room with us right now? What do you mean with that? Yeah. First mover advantage. Yeah, first mover advantage. I thought that too, but it's difficult, man. It's difficult. Like, I do think things could switch very fast. We need a few big streamers to try out our tech. I think it's gonna get caught up really quick. Yeah. Either way, I don't know if anyone has more questions. If not, I will be calling it a day here. He means he doesn't believe that big influencers uses your tech. I see. Hot Reload dead? No, Hot Reload is still making about, I would say, between $300,000 and $500,000 a year. We will make a very massive upgrade on the Discord chatbots in the next, hopefully next week. A massive upgrade. Yeah. Quick details on what has been worked on. We will focus on the image gen. What does the upgrade entail exactly? More intelligence. More intelligence. Just better. More connections. Better. Yeah. Let me see here. What is this here? Is that profile though? I think it's here. I thought it was this one. I hear it's working now. There we are. Yeah. I'll rate someone. How many people are even watching my stream right now? 300. It's not even so bad. Yeah. Just giving you guys a quick update, guys, and but Mirko Political, I already told you that we are pushing the image generation. That's literally what our main focus is now. Are we guys using Blackwell NVIDIA chips? No. You know how expensive they are? We don't have the money for that. Yeah. Either way, I will see you guys maybe in the week or next week. Maybe. Or throughout the week. If there's a big update, I'll let you guys know. How can I learn coding to get pro in AI tech? Let me tell you something very simple, right? Very quick. If you want to contribute to AI, right, in a big way, doing it by yourself is very difficult. You need to work with other people. So yeah. I would say the best way for AI is to really get familiar with large language models that are out there, like OpenAI, O1 or Claude, and yeah, just solve problems. Because it's like people come over here and they go like, oh yeah, AI. It's a mindset of solving problems. You get a problem, how do you solve it? You know, some problems are much more difficult and require more capable people in a certain area, and others, you know, you can start from scratch. There's some people like Debarks, for example, doesn't know anything about AI and has been contributing like crazy. You know, it's like it's not like you can only contribute when you're a coder. It's all about solving problems. Anyway, I can unban myself or ask issues. You can go to the Discord and ask. How much math is involved in programming AI? Quite a bit. Well, yeah, no, math. I mean, coding is mathematical quite a bit, you know. It depends what you understand of math, but like algorithms and stuff, there is some of that, but you can there's libraries for it, you know, where you can just grab whatever. Either way, I will see you guys tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Next time. If people want to come over, there's the link. Yeah. I will rate Sunny Lady here. She used my tech. She uses my tech. And she likes it a lot. So, you know, give her some love. And I'll see you guys. Or maybe would I rate her here? Is it a rerun? No, it's not. Maybe I should rate Extasia instead. She hasn't used the AI yet. Maybe you guys gotta tell her, like, go fucking use the AI. I think maybe that's even better. Extasia is better. We made her AI, man. Yes, she hasn't used it. But she fucking should use the AI. Also generated pictures for her. Yeah, I'll just rate her. I'll see you guys next time. I'll rate Extasia here. She's now at her PC, so maybe she'll try it out. Peace out. Tell her to try it out, guys. And she also has alerts and stuff. Peace out. See you guys next time.